When we think about the transition that we made from horses to buggies to gasoline cars, it didn't happen overnight. I think sustainability is a 20, 30-year venture, but I do think we're moving in the right direction. And so when I hear the word sustainability, I'm optimistic, I'm happy, because I know that we're moving in the right direction. I know SparkCharge is playing its part in moving us in that direction.
It was in his dorm room at Syracuse University that this entrepreneur from Dallas, Texas, built a mobile electric vehicle charger, raising $50 million from investors like Mark Cuban and more. In a minute, we'll talk to SparkCharge CEO Josh Aviv about his entrepreneur journey for our Forbes BLK 50 list, Building Wealth Through Sustainability.
My name is Josh Aviv. I'm the founder and CEO of SparkCharge. So at SparkCharge, we created the world's first mobile delivery EV charging service, primarily focused on fleets, events, ports here in the United States. We've grown the company from a dorm room startup to where now, I think every 60 seconds across the United States, we plug into an electric vehicle. So we've grown the company at a very fast pace, and we're excited for the growth of electric vehicles here in the United States. It takes anywhere from 3 all the way up to 8 years to get infrastructure installed. But if you can limit that and you can bring that time down to as little as 7 days, then you can actually help electric vehicle adoption grow anywhere in the world. And so that's really our secret sauce, right? We're able to bring electrification, we're able to reduce infrastructure lead times. Because we're mobile, we can show up anywhere in the United States, anywhere around the world even, and begin charging electric vehicles. I started SparkCharge in my dorm room while at Syracuse University, taking an environmental economics class, and the professor walked in and he said, if you want to solve a huge problem for the world, solve the problem of infrastructure for electric vehicles. And he said, if you're interested, meet with me after class. And I was the only person to show up and say, hey, I love automobiles, I love automotive, can you tell me more about this problem with electric vehicles? And started reading about all the limitations of infrastructure, the problems of slowing down deployments, the growth of electric vehicles. And when you thought about it, I was like, it seems like everyone's trying to go about this the same way. We're just putting charging stations, poles in the ground, and we're hoping for the best. But my laptop has a battery, my cell phone has a battery, my headphones have a battery. Why can't the energy go to the EV owner or go to the fleet in this case so that they don't have to worry about the infrastructure and they can just grow their business? And so that's really where the idea came from, and it's been a great idea. Our thesis was that EV fleets would be the predominant driver of electric vehicle adoption here in the United States. And that's been proven to be correct, right? EV fleets are adopting electric vehicles in the hundreds, if not thousands of electric vehicles. And so we realized that the problem for them around infrastructure would be exponentially bigger. And so we said, well, that's the problem that we want to solve. The way that we've pitched investors is we say, look at the market, right? Look how it's grown year over year, even 2024. Look how it continues to grow. But imagine if there was a company that came in and could double that growth. Imagine if there was a company came in where fleets with their EVs could actually not have to wait 2 to 3 years, but could bring that timeline down to as little as 7 days, right? And imagine the impact that would have on the industry if all fleets could really move and develop and grow their fleet and acquire more electric vehicles and bring more electric vehicles onto their fleet to service their customers. And that's a $1 billion idea. One of the things that we're looking at, long term, right, is how do we service more vehicles faster, right? We know we've got an amazing product, we know we've got an amazing team, we know we've got an amazing service, but how do we scale with this market that's going to grow exponentially over the next couple of years? And we're doing that work today to prepare for the future. And so we're excited for what the future holds. If SparkCharge succeeds, it's a data point to show that other entrepreneurs that look like me, right, can succeed as well. And if one of us can succeed, and you can now multiply that to 10, to 20, to 100, right, then we've now built wealth, right, in a different way. Being a CEO fresh out of college, right, starting this, this business in my dorm room, you need really good mentors, right? You need really good coaches that can help you learn and grow along the way. And then you have to be willing to accept that help, right? I think that's the biggest thing that I've seen from younger entrepreneurs is like, there's not enough willingness to be coached. There's not enough willingness to actually learn. You're a young entrepreneur, you're in this space, you're growing a company. Take the feedback from mentors that have done this 2 or 3 times over. Take the feedback from CEOs that have been running businesses for 20, 30 plus years. That has been probably the biggest secret sauce to my development.